And welcome back to the channel. Bitcoin $117,300 going completely crazy. But the question is, we are now at a stage. Look at this, at the stage where the parabolic move could have just started. The parabolic move is going to take us to new all-time high, way higher than this, or is this a bull trap? So in this video, I'm going to show to you what could be happening now, what is going to be the reality. I'm going to talk about Altseason, Altcoins, Ethereum Solana. So sit tight, grab a drink. It's going to be very important, guys. And also, this video is brought to you by our partner Bluefin, the best non-KYC exchange. Guys, BTC doesn't want to stop. No catalyst, no reason, just straight pump. And as always, guys, I like to be very, very honest with you because I don't like to tell you bullshit. In the VIP group, guys, we are really one of the best online, but sometimes things don't go as expected. And I was thinking of a drop around 112,000 to 113,000 as per our analysis, and I was wrong. I'm still in my shorting position, still adding to my short, basically hoping for a nice correction, like a short-term correction. But right now, Bitcoin doesn't want to stop, and I want to show you right now what could be happening. And by the way, guys, we also took in the spot trading account in April when everybody was so afraid about getting to the market. We basically said to go long on specific altcoins. So the thing is, 11th of April, you can see everything here. Update spot trading. We bought here, so many coins are up like 150 to 200%. So a little bit sad right now. Bitcoin is not coming down, so I can make money on my short, but at the same time, I mean, making huge gain on my spot position. By the way, guys, if you want to come also on the VIP, there is a link in the bio. Trust me, we're gonna have a huge bear market, all season, then bear market, and then a new cycle. Next 5 years is gonna be the crypto revolution where you can make so much money. Guys, come and join a community of professional traders where you could be making money, learn at the same time, and really change your life forever. There's a link in bio if you want to come. Guys, basically from a macro point of view, BTC is basically going into a very important line. You can see from here, 117,000 to 118,000 is a multi-month breakout. You saw it here, you saw at this point, and you saw the convergence from here. If this is going to break, we're going to see a break, which is basically it's about to go and form a breakout and close above it, right? Very important. You have to close above the line, above the diagonal line. I don't even know what is going to happen. You probably saw before my targets. I told you so many times around 130,000 to 140,000. So what I could be seeing as a first target, we could be going around 135 to 140,000. Is it going to go higher if we break this level? To be honest, I don't know. I don't know, and I don't really care because at 135 to 140, I'm going to be fully out with BTC. Now, what is actually very important you got to take into consideration is the following. I know the hype, I know that we are pumping like crazy. We could be going to 120,000 now and explode, but I would like you to notice, which is very important, what is forming right now here. Okay? Because then I don't want to hear people telling me, oh, but this was a bull trap. I didn't take my profits. Let's say, for example, you were longing or shorting BTC, long in BTC and from 70,000, 80,000, guys. We are entering right now into a very dangerous territory. Okay? Yeah, we can go to 150, 160, whatever you want, right? But it's a very dangerous territory. Now, basically, you can see from here, we have a nice RSI showing a very strong bearish divergence on the weekly chart. And we're going to have two possibilities here. The possibility number one is going to be a rejection. So we're going to go touch this line again around probably 118, 120, have a rejection, like a small rejection down to 107, 108, and then boom, explode like crazy. And it's going to basically look like this, and then this. Or what could be happening now, we could be breaking this line, this multiple potential bearish divergence, and basically explode to the upside until this point here, which basically is going to correspond to perhaps around 140, 135 to 140. And it's going to basically end up here. At this point there, I would be very cautious to keep my position. And again, this is not financial advice. It's just what I'm going to do, my personal stance on the whole situation. That's what I'm thinking right now. Now, as I already told you before, there are a few things which I'm not happy about. Number one is the fact that we are pumping right now with BTC, basically with no catalyst whatsoever. I told you before, macro-wise, super bullish. Okay, I'm very bullish macro-wise, but as always, Fed hasn't cut interest rates, didn't mention anything about cutting interest rates. Some rumors about Donald Trump basically wanted to replace Jerome Powell. Maybe the market BTC is reacting already to the possibility of Jerome Powell resigning and then the Fed announcing rate cuts for the remainder of the year. And the market usually what it does, it just reacts in advance. And insiders already know this information. That's why BTC is pumping. Or basically they're trapping us. They're trapping us to basically making us believe that we're gonna go higher. They do like a little fake out. They drop us down like that, and then they go up this way. So again, still convinced that still not convinced 100%. I would say to have a weekly closure is going to be the best thing that can happen to us. To see on the weekly chart, we're going to be able to close above, let's say, 117 to 118,000, and then also we're going to be able to break from this bearish divergence. Otherwise, we have to be a little bit careful here. Okay, so now let's also have a look a little bit short-term what we can see right now. I'm not going to today do too much, short-term, but one thing, guys, as I told you before, I'm going to go and cancel all this. First of all, we're just pumping non-stop. You can see like we had like a $2,000 pump in like 30, I would say like, 5 minutes. We have an RSI right now, 84, 85. You can see a retail started to come back a little bit, which is quite significant, guys, which I would really like. That's something that I like as well, is that even though we are at $117,000, the interest in crypto right now is basically is like non-existent right now still, which is making me think, is this non-existent because we're going to go much higher and we're going to go totally crazy and people are going to come back, we're going to see a new narrative coming because right now we don't have a narrative? Or is this again like a little trap? But right now, if I was thinking about going long right now, I mean, you would be a fool if you want to go long at the moment, because that's very risky with all the metrics here being so extended. So right now, I would say that what I could be expecting short term, unless we are going to see a parabolic blow off top where things are going to go totally insane, then I could be seeing probably a retracement, maybe down to 111, 112, retest this area, and then to continue higher. There could be a possibility. But otherwise, at this point, if I have to go and say, I'm going to buy, I'm going to go long, I will be very careful with that. Now, next thing I want to discuss, guys, let me just go and cancel all of this so we can see. Let's talk about now, I guess, the most important thing that everybody's been waiting for. Altseason, altcoins. We can see where we are. Now, for Altseason to happen, and this is, guys, is very important. First of all, we need to see, which are basically it's happening right now, okay? We need to see, first of all, Ethereum to have a complete shift in trend. So we need to see Bitcoin to basically have a blow off top to go to a new all-time high, which is happening right now. So we're going to see BTC going to like $130, $140. Then I could be seeing basically all the money then rotating from BTC into altcoins. Right now, Ethereum, you can see from a weekly point of view that we are basically reclaiming this multi-week level of resistance. And this is very important. You can see we broke this multi-week resistance, this potential resistance we have here on the RSI, going higher. Guys, what I actually like about Ethereum right now here, okay, and pay attention to that, is the fact that ETH right now doesn't have any, we can say, it broke this level, which is important, okay? and at the same time doesn't have any sort of like indication of a trend exhaustion. So what I could be seeing with Ethereum right now is the following. So you can see that we are basically into a potential pennant. Some people like to design it like that. Some people do also like this, and basically it's moving as a triangle pennant. I don't know how you want to call it. Okay, and if it breaks out to the upside, what we could be seeing is going to be something like that. Okay, so the measured move is around 7,500. So what is going to be important is that ETH has to go and break this area here. Okay, so once you're going to be able to go, we already broke this level. We might probably get like an overbought RSI. We're going to go to this level around 3,800 to 4,000. Once we can clear this one, next level is going to be all-time high, 4,800. Next level probably around 6 to 7,000. And the good thing is, do we have enough strength to go higher with Ethereum? Well, as I told you already, guys, we are not even close to an overbought condition. We're not even close to see any bearish divergence, anything right now. So Ethereum could run a lot if he wants to. Okay, so right now, what we can also observe, and it's going to be very important. Let's go like, ETH, BTC. What is it forming right now? Well, you can see what is forming. It looks like almost like a little like inverse cup and handle that is trying to go and break out. And this is actually very good. This is very good to see this, that basically the trend with ETH is inverting from here. And technically, we have so much room to go higher. Okay, so I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if this is the move. Okay, it's the move of the end of the cycle. And I told you so many times, my position 50% in cash, 55% in cash, 45% in cash and 55 invested. And is Ethereum going to go and continue higher to retest this 200-day moving average up to 0.05, 0.045? Well, considering Bitcoin, it's 117,000 and probably going to 130 to 140,000. If you go and check a 0.045, guys, what is the number is going to get? Around 6,000. So I wouldn't be surprised if ETH is going to go to $6,000. Maybe not now in July. Maybe it's going to do in Q4. We don't know that. But I wouldn't be surprised if that is going to happen. Now, next one, which is a little bit, I would say, concerning, but it could just be like, just is lagging against anything else. Solana, to me, the chart looks great. Solana chart looks great. You can see this beautiful potential cup and handle. Some people will call it like an inverted hand and shoulder, but more like a cup and handle, I would say. We can see as well with the FIBO extension with Solana, there is a target around $416. Is it going to go that high? Well, again, with Solana, we are still way below our area of interest. Okay, so as long as we're going to stay below, I would say 200 to 220, the trend for Solana is still down. And once it's going to be able to reclaim this area like that, then I will probably looking for new highs for Solana to go and reach a new all-time high, going to maybe, I don't know, first one is going to be 300, probably 360, and then 416. And the question people are asking me, Andrea, when are you going to get out from the market? So when is going to be the good time? Well, Solana, if you want to, okay, we don't know what is going to be happening about Altseason. They're going to pour guys, the market makers are smart people. Be very careful with that. So right now, basically, we don't know if the price is going to go to 900, 800, 700. I don't know. Okay. But probably once you're going to go into this area, if you were smart and you bought cheaper Solana, there's going to be an area where you should be considering and think, oh, okay, we are getting really overextended right now. Is it time to sell? Is it time to buy? But also I'm going to discuss with you now other things which they can also help you with this situation to understand maybe when is the right time to get out. And one of them is going to be to discuss total free market cap. We are there, guys. We are very close, very close. I think it's, I would say, almost confirmed. Okay, almost confirmed. You can see on the weekly a little bit choppy from here, but I would say, is this the breakout? Still a little bit, not 100% confirmed, I would say. Not 100%. I want to see the weekly closure. I want to see Donald Trump not coming with any fuckery right now. But if you're going to be able to go close, let's say above here, above like say 950, 960, then we could be going to the previous all-time high, 1.17 trillions, and then we could be going higher. Similar to BTC, what I like to do, again, beautiful cup and handle pattern here. So the cup and handle, if it's going to form, you can really check with this, and you can see the cup and handle coming from here, and then you bring it to this level, and then you bring it up here, and it measures around here, which is around 1.8, 1.9 trillion dollars, as I told you months and months and months ago, that we could be going there. So that's probably could be my target for total free. So once you're gonna go and start to go in this area, and if we're gonna go to this area, remember, I'm gonna tell you again, be careful about here, because we are not out of the woods yet. This movement here looks suspicious, with no direct catalyst, but I could be totally wrong. And of course, we gotta be patient. Things are looking great, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I hope you load up your bags when I told my VIP on the 11th of April, not now, and then you can basically enjoy. But I would say that for altcoins, that's what I could be expecting. Probably target around 1.9. Is it gonna get higher? Is it gonna also break like this with BTC that goes like to $3-4 trillion? Maybe, I don't know, but at this point here, I'm probably gonna get out. Next one, which is very important, guys, super important. It's the Bitcoin dominance chart. Bitcoin dominance still holding up well. I want to show you a chart which was posted by one of my professional members, Shellcat. I think she did a very good job in explaining. Let me just go back into the chart section so we can see a little bit there. So here we go. I think that she really posted a beautiful chart from here, and you can see this basically Bitcoin dominance going into this nice channel, like upward channel, and basically she's stating that if we're going to break around 61 to 62%, we should be seeing, with a proper confirmation, we should be seeing like the Bitcoin dominance dropping in between 45 and 50%, confirming our Altseason, when altcoins are going to outperform BTC and such and such. Okay, so but again, we're still not confirmed. Still is moving like down a little bit. Bitcoin is pumping, which is great, but is this the real move, or are we going to see even higher and then down again? That's basically the dilemma that we have right now. Also, another thing to take into consideration, the stock market, again, really, really, really extended. Are we getting now into a blow off top? And because remember, and be very careful with this, the higher we're going to keep going right now, and the strongest is going to be the correction. And we haven't had any correction whatsoever for like months and months and months. So to be honest, I would have been more happy to have more of a choppy, like a healthy consolidation correction now with BTC down to 90K, and then have this movement, than see this euphoria right now. Because the quicker we go to these kind of levels, and then the faster we're going to snap back. And that's usually not ideal to sustain this kind of movement and whatsoever. But anyway, guys, for today, that's it. So, I mean, I guess congratulations to all the holders who have been holding BTC. Let's also hope for a amazing, glorious Altseason. Really hope this is not a fake out, and they are not trying again to trap everybody in and then smash the prices down again. So I guess we find out very soon in a week. But you have a great day, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for another day. Take care and see you soon.